Hi guys, and welcome to the second episode of Just the Tip, a tips and tricks series for Battlefield 4. Today we'll be covering the revive mechanic for the Assault class. Now this ability to revive down teammates is an incredibly powerful tool, but one that gets misused quite often. So what is the difference between a good and a bad revive? Well, it basically boils down to timing and location. A good revive gives the revived player enough time to accept the revive and get up and move out of harm's way, to either soak up a med pack or just get their bearings again. A bad revive, which my clanmates and I call Rambo revives, normally takes place right in the middle of enemy fire and results in you dying again immediately, sometimes before you can even accept or decline the revive. Or even worse, the medic trying to revive you dies as well. Now some people may argue that no revive is a bad revive, but I disagree. Firstly, while you are reviving someone, you and the player being revived are defenseless for the few seconds it takes you to go through the motions. I'm sure all of you have had numerous times in game where you get multi-kills by killing the medic and the guy being revived. It's like taking candy from a baby, with bullets. Secondly, if you revive someone and they die the moment after they accept the revive, you just cost your team an additional ticket, possibly 2 if you die as well. So, what is the right way of using your defibs? I guess the short answer is to ask yourself, what would Rambo do? And then don't do that. If you are taking damage or even just getting suppressed while moving in to defib someone, stop and get back behind cover. It's always better to rather leave the revive, stay safely behind cover, and wait for your teammates to spawn back on you. Also, always first make sure that the area around your downed teammate is clear before you revive him. In other words, shoot first, revive second. The new triage system they've been developing in the CTE program will give a countdown to the revive window. This will help things a lot, as it'll give you a visual indication of how much time you have to clear the area before you go in for the revive. Now I know some of you are thinking that there are times when a quick Rambo revive is successful, so is it not worth taking the risk? Well, yes and no. It all comes down to communication. If you are in some sort of team chat with a guy you are about to revive, then a Rambo revive can work. The reason is that you can warn him or her that you are going to do a quick revive and they need to be ready. You can also tell them where you are taking fire from, so they know where the biggest threats are as they get up. My clanmates and I would say something like, "HB, I'm picking you up, it's going to be Rambo though, taking heavy fire from the left." This means I can start spamming my accept button and get moving the instant I get back in the game. On the other hand, if you are not able to communicate with a downed teammate, then don't revive them under pressure. And then, just before we wrap up this video, here are a few basic tips when it comes to using your defibs in Battlefield 4. It normally takes 2 seconds of charging to revive a teammate back to 100%. Should you equip and unlock the defib upgrade specialization, that time gets cut in half to 1 second and your minimum revive health goes up from 20% to 34%. You cannot revive someone if anything is between you and the player being revived, even if it looks open like a fence or a railing. Don't look down to revive a teammate. The revive works even if you are looking over their body. This way, you are ready to aim and fire accurately the moment you put the defibs away. Never waste time with revives that don't work. The defibs can sometimes be buggy, and if you can't get the job done after 2 attempts, stop and move on. The longer you try to revive someone, the more likely you'll be killed. Lastly, try not to die by getting defibbed. It is very embarrassing, especially in a competitive tournament. And that brings us to the end of this episode of Just the Tip. If you guys enjoyed this content and you'd like to see more, hit those like and subscribe buttons and let me know in the comments what your opinions are about reviving and using your defibs. I'll see you guys in the next one.